Hello children, this is Resma Science Classes. Welcome all of you. Today we are going to start a new lesson, that is the animals, birds. And this is taken from the class 3. Let's we start this. In this topic, today we will learn the first subtopic, that is the common Indian birds and the body parts of a birds. So let's we start this. Birds are one of the most beautiful and the colorful animals on the earth. They live in different habitats according to their needs. They possess various features that make them different from other animals. These features help them to fly, eat their food, build their nest and live in different places. So all of you seen the bird, and these are the most beautiful and the colorful animals on the earth. They live in different habitats according to their needs, and they have different features, and these features make them different from the other animals, and these features help them to fly, eat their food and build their nest. These are their features and live them in different places. Now we read common Indian birds. We know that birds are found everywhere. Each bird lives in its own habitat. A habitat is a place occupied by a particular species of animal or plant to live in. There is a large number and variety of local birds seen in India. Some common birds seen around the houses, they are the sparrow, crow, pigeon, manna, tailor bird, parrot and the quail. In forest birds like the wild dove, yellow-footed green pigeon, peafowl and red-headed taragon are found. We all know that the birds are found in everywhere. Many birds we can see in our surroundings, and each bird lives in its own habitat. So what is the habitat? A habitat is a place occupied by a particular species of animal or plant to live in. That means habitat is a place where a particular species of animal or the plant live. This is called that place is called the habitat. And there is a large number of variety of local birds seen in India. Here you can see in this picture, these are the common local birds, and we see these birds in our surroundings. These are the sparrow, crow, pigeon, parrot, cuckoo. This is also called the quail. Okay, and some forest birds like the wild dove, yellow-footed green pigeon, peafowl, red-headed taragon. They are commonly found in India. Okay. Here some important fact is given. This is the Sarus crane, world's tallest flying bird. So Sarus is the world's tallest flying bird. Okay. Now the second subtopic is, that is the body parts of a birds. A bird has a streamlined body that helps it to fly. Its body consists of a head, a pointed or curved beak, eyes, wings, legs, feet and a tail. Their feet have claws for catching and holding the things. Here you can see in this picture, this is a picture of a bird and its parts are visible here. This is a head, this is a beak, wings, eyes, feet and the tail. So the bird has a streamlined body. Its body shape, this type of body shape is called the streamlined body, and it helps the bird to fly. Its body consists of head, pointed beak, eye, wings and tail. And their feet, they have the claws, and their feet help them for catching and holding the things. Okay. Birds have soft and fluffy feathers all over their body. They do not have the teeth. Instead, they have a beak. They have two holes called the nares or the nostrils located on their beaks through which they breathe. They have light and hollow bones filled with air, which makes the body light. This helps the bird to fly. Birds have strong flight muscles to which their wings are attached. These muscles help the wings to move up and down. So you see the bird's body is its body is covered with feathers, soft and fluffy feathers. They do not have the teeth. Instead of the teeth, they have the beak, and their beaks are pointed or a little bit curved. And on the beaks there are some small openings like here, and these are called the nostrils or the nares, and through these holes the bird can breathe. Okay. The bones of the birds, they are light and hollow and filled with the air, and this makes the bird's body light, and this helps them to fly. The birds have very strong flight muscles. Okay, they have the flight muscles, strong flight muscles, and these are attached with the wings, and these muscles help them the wings to up and down. Okay. So let's we learn the different types of beaks, feet and the feathers. Here the first body part is the beak. Beak is the hard pointed or curved outer tip of bird's mouth. Birds use their beaks to catch and eat food. They also use it to feed their young ones and build nests. Beaks helps birds to clean and smoothen their feathers too. This is called pruning. All birds do not eat same kinds of food. For example, some birds eat fruits, grains, seeds, while others eat flesh and the insects. Therefore, they have different kinds of beak to suit the type of food they eat. Here, an important fact is given. Beak is also called the bill or the rostrum. Okay, the beak is also called the bill and the rostrum. So the beak, the bird's beak is the hard, pointed or curved. Okay, it may be pointed or the curved on its outer tip. Okay, and the birds use their beak to catch and eat the food, also used to feed their young ones, build the nests, and you can see the birds, they use their beaks to clean and smoothen their feathers too. This is called the pruning. Okay, the clean and smoothen their feathers, this is called the pruning. All the birds, they do not eat the same kind of food, because some bird eats the fruits, grain, some also eat the seeds, flesh or the insects. So the birds, they have the different kinds of beaks on the basis of their food type. Okay. Let's we read the kinds of beaks. The first kind is the strong, short and the hard beak. Let's we start this. Birds like pigeon, sparrow and the peacock eat nuts and seeds. These birds have strong, short and the hard beaks that help them to bite and crack open the nuts and seeds they eat. They do this to make their food soft and before eating. You see here, this is a picture of a pigeon. And they have the strong, short and the hard beak. Okay. This type of beaks are also found in sparrow and the peacock. They have the strong and short and the hard beak. They eat nuts and the seeds and their beak helps them to crack the hard shell of the seeds. They do this to make their food soft before the eating. Here the second type is the strong, sharp and the hooked beaks. Flesh-eating birds like the eagle, vulture and the hawk have the strong, sharp and the hooked beaks. These birds are known as birds of prey. Okay. Beaks of such birds help them to catch and kill their prey and tear the flesh into small pieces. Here you can see in this picture, this is a picture of an eagle and its beak. Its beak is strong, sharp and hooked. Here on the tip you can see hook-like structure. Okay. So these birds, that means the eagle, vulture and the hawk, these type of birds, they eat the flesh or the small animals. So these birds are called as the birds of prey. They have the strong, sharp and the hooked beaks, and these type of beaks are help to catch and kill their prey and tear the flesh into small pieces. Okay. Let's we read the next type of beak, that is the strong and the chisel shaped beaks. Birds like woodpecker and the whoopie have strong, long and chisel shaped beaks. Their beaks help them to make holes in the hard trunk of a tree and to pull out insects from there to eat. Here you can see this is a picture of a woodpecker and its beak is strong and chisel shaped. And they have the strong, long and the chisel shaped beak. By their beak they make the holes on the tree trunk and pull out the insects. Okay, and they eat that insects. Some important facts are given here. Woodpecker has a very long tongue with a glue-like substance on the tip for catching the insects. They have the very long and the strong chisel-shaped beak, and inside it they have a sticky and long tongue, and on the tip they catch the insects. Now the next type is, that is the curved beak. Here it is given, it is the curved beak. Parrots have strong curved beaks. Their beak helps them to crack open seeds and nuts. They have hard shells and eat the pulp of fruit. Parrots also use their beaks to climb the trees. In this picture, you saw the beak of a parrot. They have the curved beak, and their beak helps them to crack open the seeds and the nuts. They also eat the pulp of the fruit, and their beaks help them to crack the hard outer shell of the fruits or the nuts, and their beaks also help them to climb the trees. Now the next type is the broad and the short beaks. Broad and the short beaks. Birds like swallow have broad and the short beaks, which are sticky from inside. Swallow keep their beak open while flying to catch small flies and insects from the air. The tiny flying insects get stuck to the swallow's beak and the bird gulps them down. Here is a bird swallow, and they have the broad and the short beak. Their beaks are sticky from the inside, and what happens during the flying? The swallow keep open their beak, okay, and at that time the small flies and the insects from the air, they are catched. The tiny birds, insects, and they stuck to the swallow's beak, and the bird gulped them down. Okay. Now the next type is the long and the pointed beaks. Birds like hummingbird and the sunbird have the thin, long and the pointed beaks. Their beaks help them to suck the nectar from the flowers. Birds like heron and the kingfisher, they also have the long and the pointed beaks to pick up the fish from the flowers. Okay, here in this picture you saw the long and the pointed beak of a hummingbird. This type of beaks are also found in the hummingbird and the sunbird, and these type of beaks help them to suck the nectar from the flowers. The birds heron and the kingfisher, they have also the long and the pointed beaks, but they eat the small fishes. So this type of beaks help them to pick up the small fishes from the water. Now the next type is the broad and the flat beaks. Birds like duck, swan and the goose, they have the broad and the flat beaks with tiny holes on both the sides. These birds take in muddy water containing insects, worms and the small water plants. The muddy water flows out through these holes, leaving the plants and the insects inside the beak. Here in this picture, you can see the broad and the flat beak of a duck. Okay, they have the broad and the flat beaks, and here the two openings are present. These are the nostrils. So the birds take in the muddy water, and in this muddy water the small insects, worms and the small water plants, they are also present. So the duck, they contain this type of water and they flow out the muddy water, and in his mouth the insect, worms and the small water plants left, and in this type they take their feed. Okay, so this type of broad and the flat beaks help them to throw out the muddy water. Here is the broad and the flat beak of a bird. So I end this class here. In the next video we will continue the next part of this chapter. I hope you all understood this chapter easily. If you like my videos, please like, share and subscribe, and also do the comment for the videos. Till then, thank you. Have a nice day.